you had AJ Brown and Devontae Smith,
argue that.
Come on.
I would argue that Jalen Hurts has been carrying this super team.
No, maybe. He's played good the last 2 weeks. So that's it. We're 8 weeks in.
Good. I would say great. He's had 7 touchdowns and 9 incompletions. Like I would say that's great.
I mean, that's good.
Oh my God.
Tailgate Talker Nation, October 28th, here with Justin, Tailgate Talkers podcast. Week 9 coming up, the NFL.
It is going by so fast.
It is.
So fast.
It is. Got Halloween coming up here on Friday. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you? I think we're both doing good, man. Both our teams look good.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because like in the review section of last week's podcast, I had your team's back when you were down on them. You had my team's back.
I know. No belief in our teams.
Yeah.
Oh, you men of little faith.
Well, that's going to change here in a couple.
I hope so.
In a week, 2 weeks, whenever we play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Justin goes bald. So
you're an asshole. You know what?
It's not happening.
Get
I feel
ready
much
for that,
better.
guys.
I feel much better. You should be scared that the Eagles went in the bye week with that confidence. Just say.
Hey, as long as my team does better than my fantasy team this week.
Oh, holy God.
Against Vanessa. That's brutal.
Yeah, by decimal points, bro. I saw
0.3.
that before anyone said anything in the group chat. I saw that. I'm like, oh, man.
I'm telling you, I hate Harrison Butker. I think he's a great guy, probably a great person in real life. I just hate him in fantasy. So anyways, guys, we got a lot of good stuff lined up for you today. We're going to recap a few games first, talk about our power rankings, a little bit of NFL news, and then game previews and some fantasy stuff. So what did you think about this week in the NFL?
There's always just when you feel like you have it figured out, you don't. Like, and I realized like all the shit talk we were doing about Justin Fields.
Yeah.
By the way, he started again.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I know. In the craziest part was it was like against the wishes of Woody Johnson, the owner of the New York Jets.
And
that's
then
a pretty ballsy move.
And then we were praising 2 quarterbacks, one by the name of Joe Flacco, and one by the name of Dak Prescott. Like it just maybe don't say any nice things about Jalen Hurts.
The ups and downs of the NFL season.
By the way, is Jalen Hurts a top 10 quarterback this season?
I don't know. Last 2 games have been okay. Games have been okay.
All right,
but
you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into Eagles Giants first. Why not?
Oh man, so if you watched the last podcast, I was fully expecting us to lose. You just like if they had barely beat us 2 weeks ago. All right, maybe we barely beat them, but they dominated us, and they dominated. Like the Eagles have more talent. Like I know they haven't been showing it necessarily this season, but it's there. Saquon Barkley's still Saquon Barkley. AJ Brown's still AJ Brown. Devontae Smith, Quinyon Mitchell. All I can keep naming them. That's how loaded this team is. But they haven't been showing it. However, the area that the Giants have over us was the defensive and offensive lines. And I can't believe I said offensive lines for the Giants because they've been shit for how long. But they've been able to run the ball, and we haven't. And I thought that the trenches is where you win games. It really is. So I looked at that and I'm like, man, it doesn't matter that our receivers are better than theirs, that our, this linebacker is better than theirs, or whatever you wanted to point to as like their lines are better than ours. And I fully expected it to be a shit show. And I gotta be honest, man, Kevin Petula was in his fucking bag, dude.
Yeah.
Like, first off, going under center, for the people that don't understand, everything evolves under center. Like you have everything opened up to you under center. The running back can actually see where he's going to go. He gets a running head start. Yeah. The blocking assignments, just the angles of blocks are different. The only advantage that you have in shotgun is maybe some quarterbacks don't like turning their back to the defense, but under center is so much better. And we were under center so much more. And it wasn't just to run the ball. So against the Vikings, we did this it's kind of like an 11. I call it an 11T personnel. So you have one. So you have 11 personnel. You have one wide receiver, one tight end, but then a T. So you have an extra tackle in there. And the Vikings thought, oh, they're going to run the ball. So they brought the safety down, and then we would just hit him over the top. Well, the Giants decided in that same to keep the safeties back, and we just ran it down their throats. Yeah. I loved it. I saw a screen on their second drive. Dude, and Andy Reid, I love screens. He was the screen master. We would do screens all the time. I loved it. It would always seem like we would just screen like Brent Selleck or to our running back, and it would just like, it'd always be a first down. And I haven't seen a screen in the Nick Sirianni era. Like I would see bubble screens that I hate, mind you. But
Aaron Rodgers special.
Yeah, but like I've never seen screens. I'm like, what is this? He was just in his bag. I was very, very, very surprised. The Scatterboo thing sucked.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, and so I didn't see what happened. I didn't see the actual ankle go the way it's not supposed to go. I didn't see that. I just saw him like go down. I thought he like twisted his ankle or something like that. And I just see Jackson Dart going, fuck. And I'm just like, dude, how overly emotional are the Giants? My God, big fucking deal, dude. And then I saw it afterwards. I'm like, oh well, shit, fuck, damn.
Yeah.
Speaking of overly emotional, I am convinced that Brian Daboll has the highest blood pressure.
How red his face turns.
It was after the Slayton one, right? That was called back. Holy shit. Like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. But also, like, what were your thoughts on some of the refereeing in this game?
Terrible. Terrible on both sides, mind you, but terrible.
Really bad.
If you want, it depends on how you're coming at me as far as that fumble. If your thing is like, that should have been a fumble, I disagree with you. By the letter of the law, the whistle was blown. It's done.
But there's no evidence of that. When they replay it back, the whistle's way after.
I heard it. I heard one whistle.
I did hear one whistle.
And then I heard a bunch of whistles afterwards. Woo. But
I never heard any clips of the whistle.
But if your argument is they blew the whistle for forward progress too soon, yes. Absolutely yes. They need to let that go just a little bit longer. Yeah, they should have let it go longer and it should have been a fumble, absolutely. But I would argue that Jalen Hurts got the first down that scramble the play before anyway. So I was mad. The tush push hasn't been like we've been getting them, but it's been like, oh, did he get it? Like it's been close
and barely.
Yeah. So when they were lining up for it, I'm like, challenge it. He got it. Don't leave this up to chance. He got like I was like, oh yeah. It should have been a fumble, but I would also say that Jackson Darts should have been a fumble as well. Like we're measuring in millimeters now. It was bad on both ends. And then what was it? The Slayton, I actually had him in fantasy. So, and we were winning by like, it was like 31-13. So I was cool with him getting a touchdown. He was on my fantasy team. I was like, I was conflicted. I was very conflicted. Yeah. There was a little bit of a push off. I think it was probably a little tic tac, honestly.
Yeah.
But on Quinyon Mitchell too. But, yeah, it was a really, really bad refereeing day.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It was terrible. I definitely think the Giants got the short end of the stick.
And why in a $30 billion business are you leaving it up to part-timers? I don't understand this.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
Don't understand this.
Yeah, it's so important. I mean, every game, like, of course, there's millions of dollars on the line people have. And of course, these franchises are multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar, companies basically each.
But I've heard many people like Giants fans coming at me like, oh, you're lucky. I'm like, dude, we beat you like 38. It was 38-13 before we took our starters out. Like, stop. Like, and we had some bad calls too. I'll agree with you as bad refereeing, but that's not why you lost. Yeah. And then the other people are like, well, if Scatterboo would have played, I'm like, dude, your defense, does he play defense? Because we were having our way, like literally our way. It was second and 16. And then he was incomplete, and that's when he got it. So, okay, let's say he didn't get injured. It's 3rd and 16. Likely chance is you're punting. We're already up by 7. We scored that follow. So it would have been 21. Like, would you have maybe scored another touchdown? Maybe. I don't know. But, like, stop.
Was that big Saquon Barkley one right off the bat? Was that in shotgun or was that
That was an I formation.
Okay, he's under center.
Or under center, excuse me. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm glad that they went into the bye week like that.
Yeah.
By the way, Big Dom, this dude, he's everywhere. I don't know. Does other teams have this type of guy?
Bringing sandwiches to.
Yeah, he brought pizza and cheesesteaks to Scadaboo. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, he's just everywhere. He does everything. He's got the hookups to, I don't know.
Like, you worried about the injury, the Saquon injury?
No. They said he would have, if they'd needed him, he'd have went back in. And then we got the bye week. I'm really happy that the Eagles went into this. Like, this is a good confidence booster. Going into the bye week with some good mojo. I think that's huge.
I'm jealous you guys get that before you play us.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
The bye week can either make us rusty or it can make us self-scout and come out with something completely that the Packers don't know what's coming. So it can work both ways. I don't ever look at it like a good thing or a bad thing because I never know.
Yeah.
But I just know it's good to go into that bye week with some mojo. We might as well hit the AJ Brown thing since we're on the freaking thing.
I was going to ask about that too. He gets traded?
No. For multiple reasons. One, the Eagles, they got a Super Bowl window. They're not looking to trade AJ Brown. They're going to need AJ Brown in the playoffs when they go up against like the Packers or the Lions or the Bucks or the Rams or who have you. They're going to need AJ Brown. And I know they didn't have AJ Brown yesterday, which makes it all the more impressive. But and his dead money is insane. It's like 60. I don't want to say the wrong number, but it's a crazy amount to carry on your books for an invisible player that's not there. He's now in the off season. Perhaps it depends. Is Nick Sirianni and is Jalen Hurts fed up? If they're fed up, they're going to ship them.
Yeah.
I don't know how real it is. I do know he was carrying on. He was cheering with his teammates. Him and Cooper DeJean are like best buds. I don't know. I'm kind of getting a little irritated with it. Like if you told me right now, like, hey, you give us AJ Brown, we'll give you Myles Garrett. I'll take it in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I'm just kind of getting sick of it at this point. But there's just it doesn't make financial sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Anything to add to it? Or?
Yeah, it was a really good win by the Eagles. Definitely their best running game of the year so far. I think a lot that has to do with getting under center and allowing Saquon to run downhill and changing some of those plays and even just the way that the offense looks. Just that different look for a defense really makes things so much harder to defend. So,
and it seems to be like there's always a theme to every freaking, like this theme was like single yard rushing performances. Like the three highest this season all happened this week. The Eagles had 276 as a team. The Jets had 254 and the Bills had 245. Oh, wow. It all happened there's always a theme. Like remember a couple weeks back, it was the field goal block game.
Yeah.
There's always a theme. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into Jalen Hurts for real quick because I have to.
Jalen Hurts delusions. Here we come.
Oh my God. Well, mind you, there's only been 3 players that have had 20 touchdowns and 20 or more touchdowns and 2 or less turnovers before November. That's 2015 Tom Brady, 2019 Russell Wilson, and now 2025 Jalen Hurts. He has 1,884 total yards, 20 touchdowns, 2 turnovers, and a 114.4 passer rating. Is Jalen Hurts, I want to hear it, is he a top 10 quarterback this year?
Not a top 10.
Who's your top 10 then? You can say Drake May. You can maybe say Patrick Mahomes, maybe Matt Stafford, maybe Baker, even though he's cooled down a little bit.
Think about CJ, what he did last week without any receivers.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I would argue that Jalen Hurts has been carrying this super team.
No, maybe. He's played good the last 2 weeks. So that's it. We're 8 weeks in.
Good. I would say great. He's had 7 touchdowns and 9 incompletions. Like I would say that's great.
I mean, that's good.
Oh my God.
How many attempts though? Like he only throws 25 times a game, Well,
he's had 320 some yards on 23 attempts. Do you want him to throw more?
Yeah, it's just,
And how many attempts is he going to throw? Like last week, yes, the running game was it. And matter of fact, that's what I would like. I would like at the end of the year, I'd be like, you know what? I don't have a case for Jalen Hurts to be top 10 stat wise because our running game took off. I actually want that because I think that benefits the Eagles in so many ways. But you can't look at his stats and say he's not been a top 10 quarterback.
But you're taking 2 games out of an 8 game season
No.
So far.
I'm taking all of it.
Well, the first 6 games were ugly.
He's 15
we
and
both
1.
know that.
He's got the best touchdown and
interception
interception
ratio. You were calling for Tanner McKee in week 6.
I love Tanner McKee. Did you see that handoff? That handoff was beautiful.
Are you high?
I'm just kidding.
So I don't know. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth because week 6 you wanted Tanner McKee. So
I still want Tanner McKee. I love that dude. That doesn't mean I don't. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate what Jalen Hurts does. He's literally when the running game, because it's literally like you hand it off and we're getting -1 yards. Like it had to be Jalen, and the defense isn't dominant. Like it's been Jalen Hurts.
like let's be honest, in the NFC East, like who'd you rather have, Jackson Dart or Jalen Hurts? You know,
Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. You put Jackson Dart on the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. I'd take Jayden Daniels or Dak over Jalen Hurts any day. So
No.
yeah, absolutely.
No. What has Dak done in the playoffs?
Absolutely. Look at how Dak's played this season. You want to talk about top 10 QB?
Okay, I'll give you that. But like when it comes to the play, we're talking about who would I want to have?
Well, this is career long. I thought you were talking about this season because you just said this season top 10.
Well, if we're doing this season, yes, I would say Dak Prescott has played better. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is MVP right now. I'm saying he's a top 10.
No,
You can't go through 9 quarterbacks that are playing better this season than Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you definitely can.
Oh my God, you can't.
Absolutely, you can.
No, you can't.
He's 11 or 12.
Jalen Hurts could save a freaking child out of an ocean. He would say he's freaking starving the sharks.
Well, you can't say that when you're calling for Tanner McKee week 6, but I digress.
Oh my God. So basically there's no way he's ever going to be top 10 to you.
Not necessarily, but you can't take 2 weeks out of an 8
I'm
week.
not taking 2 weeks. I'm taking the whole season.
Well, you are, because at week 6 you didn't like him. You're like, Jalen Hurts is one of the problems with his Eagles team.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the running game was not able. And if Jalen Hurts needs that offense, and if it doesn't evolve, and then evolved.
And you told me in week 6, Jalen Hurts is not a top 10 QB this season. You told me that.
Okay, who has a better touchdown to interception ratio than Jalen Hurts?
I mean, I'm sure
Nobody.
I'm sure it's good, but I'm just not saying he's top 10. I mean,
He's got 20 touchdowns overall. One of those was a tush push.
we'll see at the end of the season, but you can't take 2 weeks and then say like,
It's
oh, he's
not
been
2
the best.
weeks.
Yeah, it has been.
He threw 280 some
first
yards
6
the week before that, and then
The first
280
6
something
weeks,
the week
it was
before
terrible.
that.
He had like less than 100 yards passing against the Chiefs.
The first 2 weeks was terrible.
The first 6, I would say. But
Oh my God. I say if you put the stats out right now, like if we went to NFL.com and did the passer stats, you would be like, you would have a hard time finding 9 quarterbacks that
I'll bet he's still pretty low on yards, honestly, compared to everybody
yeah, he's
else.
probably middle of the pack.
probably in the
He's probably
20s.
middle of the pack. He's middle of the pack.
Yeah.
But that's yards. I'm cool with touchdowns.
He's probably pretty low on touchdowns too, I'll bet.
No,
He's probably
15.
in the
There's a couple people with like 16 and 17. I think 17 might be the most. He's got 15. But are we going to include the 5 rushing touchdowns? You can minus the 1 push. So say 19.
Yeah.
So technically he's got the most touchdowns now.
We'll call it rushing touchdowns.
He's got the most touchdowns.
I don't know about that.
He's been playing well.
He's been playing good the last 2
Okay,
weeks.
I'll just
give him-
take that.
He's been playing good.
Oh my Lord.
I just don't want to overreact because I know in a couple weeks then you're going to be trashing Jalen Hurts when he loses to my Packers. So
Okay. All right. I was so
when
nice.
you're bald and you're talking about how bad Jalen Hurts is, we'll be asking you if he's a top 10.
Let me set the record straight before we move on, because we've spent way too much. I shouldn't even brought this up, but I wanted to shoot my shot while I had it. I do not think Jalen Hurts is going to be MVP. I don't think he's probably even going to be top 5 when the season's all said and done. Matter of fact, I hope he's not, because that means the running game was able to happen and he wouldn't need to throw that much. And it's just a better recipe for success. So I actually hope that I have no argument at all to make for Jalen Hurts to be top 5 or maybe even top 10 at the end of the year. That would actually probably be in my benefit, because that means he's not throwing much. We're running the ball. I actually hope that's the case. Right now, we're talking week 9?
Week 9.
Week 9 of the NFL season. I think Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback statistically, and dare I say, maybe you can make the case top 5 statistically.
Oh, that's insane.
Yes, Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions just last night.
That's delusional. 3 touchdowns too, though.
And Jalen Hurts threw 4 touchdowns. What's your point?
I know, but what kind of supporting cast does he have to work with? Come on.
Oh my God. He's got Rasheed Rice and
for the
Worthy and
last 2
Kelsey
weeks.
and Andy Reid, actually.
The last 2
I think
weeks.
Andy Reid makes Mahomes look better than what he actually is. He's a quarterback whisperer. But
So, yeah, we'll see. But, I mean, I'm not going to take 2 weeks out of the season and blow that up into top 10 QB. That's an overreaction.
that's not an overreaction.
So, anyways, we got Packers Steelers, Sunday Night Football. I was very happy about this game. Really happy. Best the Packers have looked really since week 2, truthfully, this year. The last several weeks have looked really unconvincing. Packers not playing to their ability. I would say happy with all aspects of the football game on the Packers side. Outside of our secondary, I'm still worried about our corner play. Just think that against some of these better teams, we're just going to get exposed. And I got to say, Micah Parsons, for all the people that doubted his value, man, he is really paying off. He's probably one of the best fourth quarter players in the NFL, especially on the defensive side. He's clutch late, and he's able to make some of these really big plays that end football games. So really happy with the D-line. Front seven is playing awesome. Good. Rashawn Gary had 2 sacks in this game. Adrian Cooper looked amazing. Now on the offensive side, we really didn't have a great running game. We didn't really ever establish the run very well in this game. Jordan Love, man, and the quick passing game was really effective. And my criticism of him last week was he wasn't taking some of these throws where we're just picking up first downs and we're keeping a drive alive. And he really did that a lot of times this week. He was really surgical. I mean, he had 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. Just a really, really good game by Jordan Love. Probably one of the better games he's played in recent history. So just a surgical game. He did have a few really good throws. He got lucky a couple times too. The one ball he chucked up to Tucker Kraft, he went for 60 or 70 yards. He got a little lucky on that one. But Tucker Kraft he's becoming a weapon. He's probably our number 1 passing threat right now in our offense, because we really don't have a number 1 receiver, but Tucker Kraft is really coming into his own. So exciting to see that. Exciting to see kind of the Packers able to win more than one way. Even when the running game isn't working, we're still able to pull it out and we can lean on Jordan Love a little bit. That's really encouraging. So I think that is going to give them some really good confidence going into, the mid-season, that we're able to win that way, and against a good Steelers teams too. And with all the drama surrounding Aaron Rodgers and even it being an away game playing that well, I mean, just really, really big win. It's funny. I had a lot of flashbacks watching this game too, of just, of course, being a Packer fan my whole life and watching Aaron Rodgers play, and, just kind of at the end of his time in Green Bay, just some of the stuff he does, when he's at the goal line, he checks into a pass so he can get a stupid little crappy touchdown just so he can put it in his stats. And then
this is first world problems coming from a team that's had Brett Favre for so long and then Aaron Rodgers for so long.
But the other thing that drives me crazy, and I think it's going to drive the Steelers crazy, is on these 3rd and longs, instead of going for the first down, when he sees the pressure coming, he just checks it down for 2 yards, and then you got to punt. Mm-hmm. It's because he can't move in the pocket. And he watches the rush a lot, and he could feel Micah coming the whole game. He was watching him, mm-hmm. and that really was a difference maker. And I just remember that with Aaron Rodgers would drive me crazy. Okay, it's 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15. Why am I checking it down to the running back for 3 yards? A different QB would be able to move outside the pocket and extend the play and maybe pick up that first down. So
I was surprised how many not to get back on, but when I was looking at how many touchdowns people have, I was surprised to see how many touchdowns Aaron Rodgers have, because it doesn't come off as they've been offensively anything great.
He does that constantly. It'll be a run play. He'll check into a pass so he can pad his stats. He's notorious for that. He cares a lot about stats and how it looks on paper. So
I will say, not to cut you off, I will say that Jordan Love, that's the best I've ever seen him look. 20 in a row, and then that tied Brett Favre for maybe ever.
I think that was the most they said since 2007 or something. That's
crazy. And they weren't all super check downy. They were some good passes.
Yeah, he had some deep end cuts and
where you had to get over the flat defender and to the sideline before before the safety. There were some good passes there. So he looked definitely he looked really good. And then the Steelers, they couldn't they need a receiver. They need another receiver. It just can't be DK Metcalf, and they need some different route combinations or something. That just looks stale.
And their secondary was sloppy. They let a lot of guys kind of run free, and then some of the defense too. I think it was the 2-point conversion. I think it was to Tucker Kraft. like there was nobody on the left side of the field. Like there was nobody for 10, 15 yards around him. It was
Does
so
Jordan
wide
Love
open.
do better against man or zone?
I think, well, I don't know. It depends on the team. I think the Steelers played a lot of zone the other night. And I just think, and usually Tomlin's pretty good at creating like interesting zones that confuse quarterbacks and stuff. But a lot of those guys in the secondary, they're old. They're, kind of has-been players, past their prime. And I don't know what happened, but it was just bad communication on that Steeler defense and just a sloppy performance. But I think he's a better at throwing against the zone. And I think with Christian Watson back, I think they knew some of those older guys couldn't keep up with some of the speed of those younger receivers on the Packers. So they had to play those zones. But yeah, it was cool to see the quick game working, and also just the Packers able to be surgical and just go down the field and get points and not have to rely so much on, big shot plays working out every drive, but able to just sustain good drives and put points on the board and put, the Steelers away. That was a really big win. So I should have had more confidence in them.
Dude, we both
it just had looked so ugly, man. I just thought like, this is a trap game. This is like it's going to be one of those games we're going to lose. And especially with, Aaron Rodgers having extra motivation against the Packers, this is just all set up to bite us in the butt, but big win.
So we were both 8-7 for our picks after last week. And then I picked against my team to cover. He picked against his team to cover. We had each other's back.
Yep.
And then we differed on this one. Are you done with yours?
Yeah. Cowboys, Broncos.
So I had the Broncos covering. You had the Cowboys covering. So that makes Dane 9-9 and me 10-8.
Ooh.
Yeah. By the way, I already ordered your Jalen Hurts as my daddy's shirt. Just
right on.
It is in the mail.
So that's good. You'll have to return it because I'm not going to end up wearing it.
You are so getting off so light.
I know.
Like you should have to. Obviously you have to wear it on podcast, but like I think you should have to wear it to work or something. Like you have to up the ante just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm putting my freaking hair on the line. All right, Broncos. You're
gonna be like Temu Jason Statham.
Man, I don't know if I'm gonna look bald. I'd look good bald, bro. I don't know. Maybe I really hope it's a blowout. I do, because I don't want to sit there and just be like,
I'm going to turn on the Clippers every touchdown.
Scared the entire time. Like let the Eagles blow you out so I'm comfortable, or let the Packers blow us out so I'm able to just accept it. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be a blowout one way or the other. I don't want a tight game. Comment below about what you think Justin's going to look like bald. Which, by the way, for $1 million. So Cowboys get their ass beat against Broncos. Look, it's kind of, the Cowboys aren't going to be perfect every single time. Like for them to win, like Dak Prescott's got to play like a fucking MVP. You got to have like a perfect game to even squeak out a win. And if he's not, then they get blown out. They are just, like, as an Eagles fan, like we're sitting pretty. Like I feel like we could go 500 the rest of the way and win this division.
Yeah.
Like it
looks ugly.
No one is. It's bad. You want to do your takes first? Yeah, definitely. Man, really impressed with the game plan for the Broncos. They really shut down the Cowboys offense. That was kind of that was why I picked the Cowboys over the Broncos. I just thought that the Broncos wouldn't be able to keep up with the high-powered Cowboys offense. Dak Prescott's just been playing out of his mind this year. And really the Denver came in with a good game plan to keep the Cowboys off the field. They really ran the ball really well. Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns. Yep. And also it wasn't just Cortland Sutton too. It was a variety of guys. Troy Franklin had a couple touchdowns. I feel like Cortland Sutton hasn't done enough like the last 2 games or something, because I've been trying. I've been betting on him and shit. And he had like 67 receiving yards, but he did drop a big touchdown too. It'll put him probably over 100 with a touchdown. It was a big drop. But so Bo Nix would have had a 5th touchdown, but just really good game plan by Sean Payton. He knows how to get those guys in good positions to succeed. And also just the pass rush from the Broncos, man. Dak did not have time to find CD and George Pickens downfield. Just awesome game plan by the Broncos. The Broncos are legit.
I just think it's going to be crazy in the AFC West. Like Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, like that's going to be
I was more surprised, honestly, that the Broncos, now they got a good passing defense. Patrick Surtain, although he's hurt.
Yeah.
Like
he was out a lot of the game too, which made
he
it even
was
more
like
impressive.
with a knee, right? But that was
And then
his shoulder now.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to play next week.
Yeah.
They have a good passing defense. Don't get me wrong. But like I still expected Dallas. I was more shocked that the Dallas offense was so stagnant a lot of the time. I kind of expected the Broncos to kind of move up and down the field. That Dallas defense, man, good Lord.
Terrible.
Holy shit. Like we joked about it like when we started this podcast, but oh my God, it is bad. So bad.
Yep. Yeah, terrible. So yeah, looking good for the Broncos, not so good for the Cowboys.
Broncos are going to clean sweep this NFC East.
Yeah.
I think they just have the Commanders. They beat
yeah.
all three, or all the, yeah.
Well, it might be a little tough with Jayden back, but we'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
Want to do weekly news?
Yeah, weekly news. A couple things here. We already covered the Cam Scattaboo injury in the Eagles-Giants game. We got Lamar returning to the Ravens next week.
Who they play?
They're playing Thursday against the Dolphins. Thursday night.
It's a good time to come back.
Yeah, exactly. It should be a soft landing for Lamar. And then Jayden Daniels will be returning to the Commanders to play Seahawks Sunday night. So
You know what's crazy is freaking the Ravens could still freaking win that division.
Yep.
Because I'm like
Steelers 2 losses in a row.
I'm just not a big I'm not a believer in the Steelers. I haven't been,
Their
and that's why
defense-
I think that's
defense
why
hasn't
it's
shown up.
Yeah, and I think that's why, and you expect that out of freaking Mike Tomlin team.
Exactly.
Like that's the one thing you should just be able to wake up and roll out of bed with your defense. But that's why I was so surprised that Aaron Rodgers had I think 16 touchdowns, I don't know, whatever it was. But I was like, really? Because I haven't really.
Also, the Packers had a game plan for TJ Watt. He really didn't do anything.
No, he didn't.
Other night, he was non-existent. You really didn't hear his number called. And usually, he's everywhere. You know.
And you expect in the Bengals, you expect that honeymoon to kind of start getting over with the Joe Flacco thing. He had that initial burst and everything else. And I'm not saying he'll be trash. I'm just saying you're going to kind of come down to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
The Browns are the Browns. They have a good defense usually, but I mean, there's nothing else.
How far are you going to go with Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah.
You know?
So really it's I can actually see the Ravens catching the Steelers if the Ravens can get their shit together.
I know exactly. I think the defense is probably the unknown.
Yeah,
with the Ravens.
absolutely. And then Jayden Daniels coming back against the
Seahawks Sunday night.
Ooh,
Night
don't
football.
just take one more
That's
week.
rough.
Take one more week.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't come back. Take one more week. Dude. Look, I know I sound like a hater because he's in our division.
You are a hater.
Okay, I am, but the guy's gonna freaking him and Dart. Speaking of Dart, dude, you gotta stop taking on defenders all the time. Go out of bounds. He's gonna get hurt
wrecked.
all the time.
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels is always hurt. He's got to learn. And I know you don't want to take what makes him special away, because if you take his running away, I think he's an average quarterback. I'm not saying he can't make the throws. I'm not saying that. But if you take a very dangerous part of his game away, I think he's average.
one of the best quick game throwers in the whole NFL, honestly. The way he reads coverages.
I think the offense system
boom,
he's
boom,
in
boom.
is good, but you just can't take away someone. That's taking away, I don't want to put him in the same category, but that's taking Lamar run away.
Although Lamar
hinders
doesn't
you.
run like he used to. He's kind of a pocket passer.
He doesn't,
now.
but
He's kind of a pocket passer now. If you watch the way he plays.
I think a lot of times his big plays is he doesn't necessarily run, but he maneuvers
he's
the pocket.
Crazy pocket presence.
Yeah, he'll just go like this and make everybody fucking miss. And then by that point, it's been
insane.
15 seconds. Someone's wide open and he throws.
But that's the thing, is he's used his athleticism not to get hurt, but to become a better thrower. You know, that's a way you can win. So
I don't know. I mean, if I'm picking the Seahawks regardless, but I mean, I would take it one more week. I mean, that pass rush is no joke.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good. All right, another segment here. This week, I'm asking Justin, buy or sell. So here we go.
All right, you got 5 of them?
Yeah, I got 5 of them. So
I've not seen these.
Number 1, Justin Fields will be the Jets starting quarterback at the end of the year. Buy or sell?
We're talking week 18.
Week 18, still the starting quarterback. You buying it or selling it?
Man, I don't want to because I think I'm gonna buy.
You're gonna buy.
I'm gonna
it?
buy.
Really?
And it's so stupid because the last week we were like, no. I don't think he's gonna be the starter next season.
Okay.
But I do think at the end of the year, he's gonna start next week probably. Like he probably bought himself something.
Probably bought himself another week.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna say buy. Although my confidence in that is very low, but I'm gonna buy it.
Oof, okay. All right. So Justin buys Justin Fields. Number 2, and I have a little trivia question along with this. Let's see how Justin's football IQ is.
Why embarrass me on YouTube or Spotify or anywhere podcasts are found? Sorry.
Who was the last non-quarterback player to win MVP in the NFL?
Ooh.
I didn't know this. I had to look
thinking.
it up.
I'm this ain't my answer. I want to think a little bit longer on it. But my initial instinct is Adrian Peterson. Did he win MVP? I think he won MVP. Was there another player that won MVP? I'm trying to think. Oh man, I'm gonna say AP.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Woo,
All right.
Justin. All right, cue the sound effect.
You gotta really find the cheer. Oh, I thought you were gonna do. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Woo.
That's what we need.
Go, Justin, go. So 2012 was the last time a non-MVP player won MVP, Adrian Peterson. So I guess my buy-sell question is, so Jonathan Taylor becomes the first player to win MVP since Adrian Peterson.
If he wins MVP when Saquon didn't last year, I'll be pissed.
He's got more touchdowns, more yards through eight weeks.
I still would be mad. And well, it's not because it's not that. Like one, he would have to stay on this trajectory, and
He doesn't get hawked by Jalen Hurts at the goal line like Saquon Barkley did. So that's why.
That's true. I fucking hate you.
By top 10 quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Oh, he is right now. Right now, will that continue? I don't know. But
Even though
right
he's
now,
fourth
yes.
in the NFC East. Okay.
He's what? You're putting
I'm just
freaking
triggering
dart?
Justin right now.
Like I just had like a freaking aneurysm, like a freaking seizure. I'm like, wait, what?
He just had a stroke.
I would take regular season Dak over almost anybody.
Yeah.
Quite frankly. Playoff Dak, I would take Jalen in a heartbeat, but that's different. Whatever.
So you're not buying?
No, it's not the fact that like, oh, he has more yards right now. One, he has to keep it up, but because Saquon kept it up, like it was ridiculous. Even if he has more yards, the whole reason why Saquon didn't win is because, oh, he was 100 yards shy. If he had 100 yards more or 200 yards more, whatever Jonathan Taylor ends up with, that wasn't the argument. The argument was, well, it's a running back, it's a quarterback. Quarterback's the most valuable player on their team. He's the most valuable position, blah, blah, blah. That was the whole argument used against Saquon.
Yeah, I hate that.
So if you're going to use that argument, you're going to screw over Saquon. Come on, man. Like
I hate that argument, honestly. It should have been Saquon last year.
I agree. And if it was Saquon, I would be arguing for Jonathan Taylor. And it sounds like sour grapes, but the whole argument they were making,
Yeah, that's
keep it consistent, I guess.
bull
I don't
crap,
know.
man. Yeah, I don't like that.
So I'm going to
What about Daniel Jones?
No, because Jonathan Taylor's is the most valuable player on this team.
That's what's funny is like Daniel Jones is playing like an MVP right now, and they have the record for it too.
He has the record. I couldn't.
It's just people can't put Daniel Jones in that
weird.
category. That's the thing.
Yes, I agree. But this is kind of what is so stupid about the MVP thing, why it has to be a quarterback. The reason why I don't think Daniel Jones, despite him playing out of his mind, and I would probably let you put him over Jalen too, but the reason why he can't be MVP is because you look, who's the more reason for their success? You would say Jonathan Taylor. So why are you going to give the other player the MVP? So it's
I agree.
Stupid. It's so
I
dumb.
agree.
It's so dumb.
I would put Jonathan Taylor too, but
Like
it's like
right now, if I had to pick my MVP, it can't be Dak with that record. Fuck. You would want to say Jonathan Taylor, just like I would want to say Saquon last year.
Exactly
but
right.
if we're going quarterback,
I don't know.
Drake May?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Weird.
Baker's had a couple rough weeks, so.
He'll be all right.
All right. Buy or sell. Patriots will win the AFC East.
Buy that all day.
Ooh.
I buy
over the
it.
Bills.
Yes. I am a believer in Drake May. That doesn't mean he can't have a bad game. Doesn't mean that he's still young. He can still fuck up. Like, I'm not saying he's perfect. He's not freaking Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, all these amazing quarterbacks. He's not. He can be flawed, whatever. But he's been playing great. I'm a believer in the Patriots. I think, and the Bills. We'll get to it in my fantasy as far as who to start. But I think the Bills' rushing defense and just there's just not. There's something now. Look. Just a little bit ago, the Eagles were in a funk. So, like, it just takes one game to build confidence and start a roll. Like, it can happen at any moment. Josh Allen's plenty talented enough. But, yeah, right now, I mean, and the Patriots already got the one win over them. Yeah. Like, I'm buying that, bro. I can't believe I am. But, like, it's we're back to 2005. Patriots, Colts, let's go.
I know. The thing is, like, I think it's going to be really close in that division. I just don't believe at all in the Bills defense. That's what I'm scared of is just people are running on them. People are throwing on them. Mm-hmm. It's just, and also I think, their defensive tackle, what's his name, got hurt this last week too.
Oh yeah.
What the heck is his name?
I can't remember.
But anyways, they're already so shorthanded on defense and everyone's been running the football well, which I'm surprised because I thought that Panthers game was going to be a little closer because Panthers can run the football. But I don't really have a lot of worries about the offense. I mean, Josh Allen's going to make it happen. They've been running the football well too, but their defense is so suspect. They're going to have to put up a lot of points to win. And it's not really a sustainable way to have victories in the NFL. So, all right, moving on here. We talked a little bit about this, but buy or sell, Ravens will win the AFC North. It's tough. They only have 2 wins.
Because I know. How many losses they got?
5. Because I think they've already had a bye.
And how many losses the Steelers got?
See, the Steelers are 5-3. I want to say. I could be wrong.
It's hard. Have the Steelers?
We can see it right here.
Have the
Steelers are 4-3.
Have the Steelers already beat them once? I can't remember. I don't know. Like,
I feel like they haven't played yet because a lot of these divisional games are at the end of the year. That's how the NFL made it this year.
I don't want to be prisoner of the moment because we've not seen Lamar play with the Ravens in a bit. And the last thing we've seen is the Steelers lose back-to-back and look like horse shit. So I'm like...
Last time Lamar played, they got blown out by the Chiefs.
Yeah. So like, have we forgotten? Yeah. So like, it's so easy because my first instinct was to say Ravens. My first instinct was to buy. But I have to remember what they looked like too.
Pittsburgh plays Indy this week too. This coming week.
But wouldn't the Ravens play Indy at some point?
They will in the future, yeah.
Man.
Just momentum is a thing, you know. 2 losses become 3 for the Steelers.
My gut instinct is to say buy, but I'm going to say sell. I'm going to say the Steelers still win the division.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for the Ravens to dig out of that hole, truthfully. That's tough. You pretty much have to be perfect the rest of the year.
I mean...
maybe drop a game or 2.
There are only ways to win the division. I don't think they get in as a wild card.
Yeah, it's too close in the AFC right now. Because you think about the teams like, for example, if the Patriots, they win the AFC, it's the Bills are going to be a wild card. You know, it's just whether or not they win. But all right, last but not least, the Bengals stay in the playoff hunt until Joe Burrow returns. Buy or sell?
When is he going to return? Like...
I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like week 12 or something like that. That's what it sounded like.
I'm gonna sell.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna clip a couple. I mean, the Jets just beat them. Like, I don't know. Like
they shouldn't have though. They were way ahead.
No,
they gave that game away.
I just that defense still sucks.
It does. I will say it's a better team with Joe Flacco.
It does.
It really is a better team.
It really does.
That's how bad it was with Jake Brown. It was terrible. They actually have some belief. You can tell.
There's just so much. Like there's the Chargers, the Broncos, well, then again, that division is kind of crappy right now. I think it's very much like you'd have to win the division. I don't see them winning a wild card. I only think one team's coming out of that division.
Because they're only 2 games behind the Steelers?
Yeah.
Just crazy.
And they already beat the Steelers.
Yeah, they did.
I'm gonna sell. But close. That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, that's tough. All right. So buy or sell. We're done with that. Moving on to
do some
power ranking.
It's time for Power Rankings. There are many like it, but this one is ours.
All right, how are we doing this? We doing we doing each of our ones and twos, or we
Should
doing
we go 10 on down, 10 on up, I guess? Or do you want to go 1 down? 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
We can do 10 to 1.
10 to 1, let's do that.
All right. You want to do first?
Go ahead.
All right. Number 10, I got the San Francisco 49ers.
Really?
I do.
After this last week?
Yeah.
Oosh, I got the Seattle Seahawks, number 10.
All right. Number 9, I got the Chargers.
Ooh, okay. All right. I got Denver Broncos, number 9.
Broncos did not make my list. It was close. They probably would have been like, I don't know. Or did they? No, they didn't. They'd have been like 11 probably.
Okay, yeah, they're close.
Number 8, I got the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, I got the Los Angeles Rams. Number 8.
Oh, shit. I forgot to put the Rams on there.
They got a new corner too. They
We
just
did this
traded for
like-
somebody this week.
Yeah, we did this like spur of the moment, like before we coming on here. I didn't even look at the freaking divisions and the teams. I forgot the Rams. Would I have put them on here? I probably would have.
Definitely over the Niners. I'd say.
All right, I'm gonna switch it up. That means more editing for me. I would probably put Chargers at 9, Seahawks. Or no, Chargers at 10, Seahawks at 9, Rams at 8.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Well, so we both have Rams at 8.
Mm-hmm.
We got for 7.
I got the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, nice. I got Tampa Bay Bucks, number 7.
At 6, I got my Eagles.
Okay. 6, I got my Packers.
Were you surprised I put the Eagles at?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you even have the Eagles on the list?
I do.
Number 5, I got the New England Patriots.
Really?
I'm that much of a believer.
Really? Okay. I got the Kansas City Chiefs at number 5.
At 5,
Yep.
okay. At 4, I got your Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, okay. All right. You got at 4. Or at 3, I mean.
Lions.
Oh, I didn't say my 4, did I?
No.
4, I got your Eagles at number 4.
Real.
Yep.
Okay.
3,
Wait. So you have the Eagles higher, but you think I'm going bald. Okay.
Yeah, as of right now, I think they're more talented. I mean, that's so close. It's going to be I think it's going to be a really good game.
Unfortunately,
It could go either way. 3, I got Bills.
3, I got Lions.
Okay. And then 2, what you got at 2?
2, I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, wow. Oof. 2, I got Lions. And who's your number 1?
Colts.
Yeah, it's got to be Colts. They're the most consistent team in the NFL right now.
That is our power rankings. We just flew by it, but it's on the screen.
Can you imagine at the beginning of the season we would be saying in week 8 that the Colts are the number 1 football team in the NFL?
I will put an asterisk. They have not played anybody except the Rams, and they did lose that game. And I know people say, well, they should have. Well, they didn't.
should have. Adonai Mitchell, that's crazy.
I mean, they really played some cream puffs. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, right now I put the Colts as the best team. But if you ask me who's going to be in the Super Bowl right now, my gut reaction is the Chiefs.
I hear that. Also, you just think about they've been there so many times. Daniel Jones has never been really to the playoffs. I don't know if he's ever been. Maybe once. I think maybe once with Dayball he went to their first round exit. But
ready for fantasy?
Fantasy.
It's time for fantasy football with Dane and Justin. Get ready to dominate your league.
Or get dominated by Vanessa.
We have, for those of it that don't know, that aren't in our group chat, we have this work fantasy league and everything in the group chat, and these women are just absolutely destroying us.
Yeah, they're killing us, man. Lost by 0.3 to a girl that does nothing about football, by the way. Vanessa, I hope you're watching.
She is.
I hate you.
We know. All right.
Underachievers. And overachievers.
Underachievers.
Who you got?
Let's go with what we did.
Our calls last week.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
So let's see. You said start Aaron Rodgers,
Okay.
219 and 2 touchdowns.
Mediocre.
I would put a check mark to that. I'd be like, okay,
Decent.
all right. I said start Xavier Worthy. He had 53 yards.
Yeah. Rasheed Rice is taking.
Yeah. You said sit Drake May. He had 282 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Bad call.
INT. And then I had sit Jalen Warren. He had 62 yards, so that's a check mark.
Nice. Yay.
They're already tired of us. All right. Let's get to overachievers, underachievers before we get to our start and sit. So who's your overachiever?
Overachiever this week. I'm a homer, so I gotta say Jordan Love. Over 350 yards, 3 touchdowns,
game,
no interceptions, no sacks. I think he had one of my leagues. My family league is weird scoring. Somehow it favors pocket passing quarterbacks, but he had almost 40 points, and I was playing against him, unfortunately, this week, and I lost because of him. So great job, Jordan Love. I
got to go James Cook.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had like 200 yards rushing and like 2 or 3 touchdowns, whatever it was. He absolutely destroyed. And, I'll put a little honorable mention to, was it Chris Boswell? Like freaking, he had like 3 50-plus yard and 1 40-plus yard. Like, kickers don't get much love.
He's a weapon.
And he was on my fantasy team. Fuck you, AJ. I'm sorry.
Underachievers this week. Who you got?
Oh, man, you go first because I have to think about it.
I got Bijan Robinson.
Good one.
25 yards rushing, 23 yards receiving. And after the kind of year he's had so far, just a whole underwhelming performance by the Falcons in general. Like, what happened? I mean, sure, Kirk Cousins was starting, but does he play every position on the football team? Absolutely not. And against Miami Dolphins at home? Like, what? Just like the Falcons got to be the weirdest team in football right now. You beat the Bills, and then you lose to the Niners and you get blown out by the Miami Dolphins.
It's
like,
so weird.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I kind of started thinking, Raheem Morris, he's starting to get things going. Like the first few weeks of the season, I thought he's one of the coaches on the hot seat, And I was like, okay, well, they're getting going. They're getting Penix going. They're getting this offense going. Like, they're looking super dangerous with Drake London and Bijan Robinson, and the defense is playing well. And then he just falls apart. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I just don't know. I don't know if the Falcons just don't know who they are. They don't have an identity on their offense and defense, but to get embarrassed by the Miami Dolphins it's unacceptable. And especially a team that just came off a week where Tua Tagovailoa and Mike McDaniels are talking trash about each other in front of the media. Like, teams falling apart, and then you get just smashed by them. I mean, did not see that coming whatsoever.
Can I just say Carson Wentz?
Oh,
good Lord, dude.
Poor guy. Yeah, at least he's done. At least he's done.
He's done. Yeah. I don't want to go on because I feel like I've been like ragging on him for a while, but yeah. Who's your start?
Start this week. I'm going to call my shot here. I got a Bam Knight on the Arizona Cardinals running back against the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's on Monday.
You know what? Like that's, I don't even know if that's calling her shot at this point. That's anything against Dallas Cowboys.
It's just not a well-known name, and I think especially in a bye week where people are going to need some streamers, to be a really good player to start.
Someone who doesn't get much play. I'm gonna say start Pacheco against the Bills rushing defense. Ooh. Yeah,
even with that split with Hunt and
I think Hunt.
Smith.
I mean, that's the thing.
He hawks his touchdowns.
Man. I know he does. You just gotta hope that Pacheco gets it from a little further out.
Yeah,
really. For sit, I'm gonna say sit Daniels.
Jayden Daniels? Really?
No.
Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones.
Really?
Sorry. Daniel Jones against the Steelers. I think.
Wow.
After seeing, I'm just going,
Against that weak secondary?
I think, look, Mike Tomlin defense does have pride, and just freaking, the Packers just went up and down the field. Jordan Love just 20 completions. I think they're going to have a little bit of heart. Now, the Colts might do a lot on the ground. Who knows? But I do think they're going to try to limit. I'm calling my shot. Like, it can't always be who's playing the Cowboys, who's playing the, this or that, the Bengals defense. Like, I'm trying to be a little bit more like, you know what? They got ripped a little bit. I'm sure that, they have pride. So,
yeah. My sits this week, I got 2. A couple players that have been doing pretty well this year. Jordan Addison's having a great year, but with Carson Wentz out now, with JJ starting, they're playing the Detroit Lions. Sit Jordan Addison. I almost said Justin Jefferson, but man, he's just one of those guys that like he always gets his, like, and also on this bye week, like who's going to start or who's going to sit Justin Jefferson, And then Cortland Sutton too against the Houston defense, man. I mean, gosh, I want to say, I was talking to my wife about this week. I think Texans defense and Seattle's defense, I think those are the two best defenses in football right now.
You said Texans and Seahawks?
Yeah, I would say them. I mean, you could make a case for the Browns, but it's just hard with the Browns because those poor Browns, man, like that defense is on the field the whole game, every football game, and they just get tired at the end of the game. But I'd say Seahawks and Texans are probably the best two defenses for my money.
Yeah.
In football right now. Just that both of those pass rushes are unbelievable. And then they have good secondary players on the other end. So, and I would not like Cortland Sutton against Stingley, man. Stingley's serious. He's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
So, yeah.
All right, we're going to go into your game previews.
Yeah, game previews. So, Justin's Eagles are on bye here in week 9, resting up before they get smashed by my Packers in week 10.
See, we get to see their Packers play twice because they played Sunday night while we were off, and then they get to play this week. So we get to watch you, just scout you twice.
That's true. That's true. Packers, Panthers. Green Bay's favored by 10.5 in this game.
I already know which way I'm going on this.
Yeah, I'm picking my team and I'm picking them to cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am picking your team to win, but the Panthers to cover.
Okay.
I just think the Green Bay Packers play down sometimes. And the Carolina Panthers are scrappy. Like they are scrappy sometimes. So they don't always get blown out. Sometimes it's like super fucking close. And it's like, where'd this come from? I would be shocked, absolutely shocked if like the Packers lost this game. I'd be shocked. But I can see you guys playing with your food a little bit and maybe winning by like 6 or 7. Like I could see it being like a 1-score game, maybe like just barely. Like maybe you get it like 2 scores at the very end, but I can definitely see why they're 10-point favorites. Like I can totally understand that. I don't know, just some kind of gut feeling says that the Panthers will cover.
I hope Andy Dalton starts because I think I'm not saying Bryce Young's amazing, but I think he gives them a lot more of a chance to win. He just extends plays a little better and a little more mobile in the pocket.
I think them covering has a way better chance if Bryce Young plays.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Kansas City versus Buffalo. Who you got in this one? Kansas City's favored by 3.5.
Kansas City will win and cover. Okay. Kansas City's kind of going this way. And then Buffalo, I don't know. Kansas City's always had their number, and I just think they're a better team regardless this year. So it's kind of like a win-win on that end. Patrick Mahomes is playing really well, and it's just the typical Patrick Mahomes thing. Like he starts out almost every game like shit, and you're like, oh, like he does that.
Last game.
A lot of times, like in Super Bowls, he'll be down by 10, or in games he'll be down by 10, and then he'll make this comeback by like the second half. You're in trouble because he's just like insane. So I mean, the Bills might even get a first half lead. Who knows? But I expect the Kansas City Chiefs to win and cover.
This is such a hard game, man. I don't know. It's just
is it in Kansas City?
I was wondering that myself. It's just like all the history between these teams, especially in the playoffs. These teams have gone back and forth. Of course,
it's in Buffalo.
Oh, it's in Buffalo. I mean, of course, Patrick Mahomes having really the upper hand in the playoffs. Buffalo has beat them in the regular season before. I think a couple times maybe. I'm just worried about Buffalo's defense, man. I don't have good confidence in anything Buffalo's been doing. Now, these teams do have a lot of history, and there's a lot of bad blood, and there's just a lot of drama. I do like that it's in Buffalo. It's just so hard to pick against the Chiefs, man. And they got Rashee Rice now. You got Worthy. You got Travis Kelce. Got all these weapons. I will say, though, the Commanders really gave the Chiefs all they could handle in the first half. Night. It was, it just was.
But the Chiefs, like,
it was tough for the
Mahomes
Chiefs.
and the offense they're just like that. They're just out of sync and out of like rhythm. I think Mahomes threw 2 picks in the first half. It's just and then whatever happened, once he gets into a groove, it's over.
Yeah, he just starts clicking, starts hitting guys. Okay, this is how I feel. My heart wants to pick Buffalo because I love Josh Allen. I love Buffalo. I think
he just doesn't have the support.
I think Josh Allen. Yeah, I think he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, personally. But I can't pick against I can't pick against Kansas City. I mean, gosh, I think it's going to be close. I do think Buffalo covers though. I think it's a really, really close
That'd
game.
be fun. I want to watch, because honestly, like I could care less who wins this. I have no dog in this fight.
I think Josh Allen has had this game on his schedule the whole year, or kind of marked this game on his schedule the whole year, and he's been prepping for this. I'm sure in that bye, I'll bet you they prepared for Carolina Panthers, but I'll bet you they also prepared a lot for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's true, yeah.
I'll bet you they have some stuff up their sleeves. So I'm gonna pick Kansas City. Well, gosh, I want to pick Buffalo so bad,
bro.
I'm picking Buffalo. I'm gonna pick Buffalo here.
All right, so Buffalo
Just
wins
a believer in Josh Allen, but I'm thinking it's gonna be a decently high scoring game because I think Buffalo's defense is gonna give up a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. But Josh Allen's Superman, so I'm gonna say 31-28 Buffalo, just because Kansas City never kicks field goals. Drives me crazy, Harrison Butker.
Mm-hmm. So we disagree on that one. Did we disagree on the other ones?
Well, you had the Panthers covering the Packers. I had the Packers winning and covering.
Okay.
And then last game, Seattle versus Washington, Sunday Night Football. Seattle is favored by 3.5. Who do you like in this one?
Oh, Seattle to win and cover. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Even with Jayden Daniels back?
I think Jayden Daniels is going to play. That's kind of like,
sounds like it.
Yeah, that's kind of like the hunch. That's just a bad team to come back. Man, he's not been that great. He's obviously better than freaking Mariota, but I'm not saying he's trash. He just hasn't been the superstar of last year. And that comes with it. Like, it's not just him. It's the Cliff's offense. Like they figure it out. Defenses kind of figure you out a little bit. Not saying it's not still effective, but like defenses have had a little more time all off season. It's going to be a little less effective. You have to kind of readjust to the adjustment. So I'm pretty high on Seattle. I think their defense, like you, is one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
I think they win and might, dare I say, even win handily.
Yeah. Also, the Sam Darnold JSN connection is real, man. Like,
dude,
I saw like, even though Seattle was on a bye this last week, JSN still has 100 more receiving yards than any other wide receiver in football right now.
Yeah,
so
I knew that he was
crazy.
Good, obviously, but like you wouldn't have picked him to be your leading receiver.
Nobody knew he was a superstar, man, until this year. I mean, he's undersized. He's a little jitterbug, but man, he's kind of having that like Cooper Kupp kind of season right now.
That's just kind of what happens. Like you get into the right system with a coach that's going to open shit up for you. And I don't want to say almost anybody because that takes away from what he's doing. But like a lot of people can do this type of thing that you just haven't seen coming. You just need that. You just need that situation. You need that environment.
Exactly.
And he's killing it, man.
Exactly. So yeah, I got Seattle winning this game and covering as well. I'm going to say if I was going to pick a score, man, I'm going to say Seahawks 31, Washington 17.
Yeah. I'm literally right
touchdowns.
about that too. Yeah.
A couple touchdowns, I think. So
I think that's it.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, Tailgate Talker Nation.
Yeah. And, actually comment and, give us questions. Hopefully next podcast, the video will be a little bit better because we're getting some lighting. So we've already kind of fixed our sound. Hopefully this has been sounding a lot better than, episodes 1 through 5. Hopefully the video looks a little bit better for next podcast as well. So, we're trying to do this one because we love football, but also because, we love engaging with you guys. So, little by little, we're getting there.
Yeah. Give us some comments about Justin's bald head.
It's not happening.
See you on the next one.
Later, guys.